body bags, where horror lies.
Hey YouTube, welcome to Body Bags. I'm the Tattooeddoorman, and if you haven't seen already, for the month of October we're doing different theme weeks. And this week's theme is zombie movies. So the one I've chosen to have a look at is a 2013 release, and it is Zombie Hunter. And it stars somebody who everybody should know by now, and that's Danny Trejo. Now, this film was in no means perfect, but I shall basically give you the quick story, the synopsis, and then give you my thoughts about it. The storyline is a new drug has hit the streets and people are going absolutely crazy for this drug. It's a new big thing. But unfortunately, because it's a new drug, nobody knows the side effects. And yes, it's not long before that drug turns people into flesh-eating zombies. Or as the media in the movie dubs them, just flesh eaters. Now, we skip on a year later from the little introduction of the drug turning people into zombies. A year later, basically the planet it's destroyed. It's decimated. Everybody's, turning into zombies and they're biting each other and getting infected. So what we have are little groups of survivors. And they're just trying to survive what is a zombie apocalypse. And in the middle of this, we have a character called Hunter. Now, Hunter, his sole purpose in life is to kill and destroy as many zombies as possible. He came home to find that his wife and daughter had been eaten by zombies, and that was it. He just lost his will to live and basically just thrives on the fact that he is a killing machine. Now, eventually, he's driving through the wasteland and he gets ambushed. He wakes up and he's with a group of survivors. Now, the group of survivors are an odd mix of characters. You have Danny Trejo, who is playing a priest. We also have the fat guy that's the bit of the idiot. We have the slut, the more sensible girl, and then an older man who's a bit of a mardy ass, to be honest with you. And then we have a young lad. So that's your group of survivors in this group. And they have these plans of holding out for as long as possible before they can make their escape. They know there's an airport and there's an aeroplane, and they're hoping to fly to basically what's an island where there is no infected people at all. So that's it. Hunter is just stuck with these people and they're going to try and get away from this apocalypse. So that is your synopsis to the story. Now, this film was not without its problems. The first thing was Hunter himself. If there was ever a character that they had ripped off from Mad Max, this was it, including the opening scenes of him in his car. Yes, the car is probably the most blatant rip-off of the Mad Max car that I've ever seen. Hunter himself is dressed in the dark glasses and the black leathers, pretty much like Mad Max was. It is kind of, it's more like a nuclear apocalypse than a zombie apocalypse. Everything looks as though it's been destroyed and in rack and ruin. The acting was by no means good at all, especially particularly the female slut character. I thought her acting was absolutely atrocious. At one point, she just walks into the room and just does a pole dance for no apparent reason, apart from trying to get to bed Hunter, the main character. It was full of repeat uses of kind of little jokes where there'd be some action while one character wasn't looking. He'd turn around, there'd be dead zombies everywhere, and he'd say, "Oh, what's happened?" And that joke's told, I think, maybe 3 times in the movie, and one within the space of about 10 minutes of each other, where there's been another bit of action and one turns around and says, "Oh, what's happened? Do you need some help?" Things like that. The script was pretty bad. There was some CGI with some of the zombies. Zombie blood, especially, was CGI or purple. I didn't mind the purple blood, but when it was CGI, it was red. We have a massive zombie that's like 12 foot tall, and it is all CGI and doesn't look fantastic. But to say everything about this movie should have been so terrible, so atrocious, I actually enjoyed it. I have to say, I think it's worth a watch. I can't say it'd be one that I would buy and rewatch, but to give it a watch one time at least. I could especially see it being something you could put on with your friends around, on a Saturday night, get some beer and some snacks and things like that. And it's one of them kind of movies. It's not to be taken serious whatsoever. So yeah, it has its downsides, but I still enjoyed it. So that's my quick review, the synopsis, and my thoughts on the movie. So as always, thank you very much for watching.
7 days a week of horror. Can you handle it? Tune in every day for a new review from Body Bags, where horror lies.